On Windy City Weekend, TV host, best-selling author, and certified health coach Samantha Harris joins us live in studio. And we highlight local dance group Astronaut Flea on their road to the bud. Plus, Holocaust survivor Ginger Lane shares her family's powerful story in the Netflix documentary Unbroken. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Cheverini.
Welcome to Windy City Weekend. It is Friday, July 18th.
Yeah, you know what that means, right?
No, I don't.
Eddie turns 83 tomorrow.
Yep. Happy birthday, Eddie.
That's right. Remember, for his 80th, I took him to the LA Kings game.
Yes.
For his 83rd, he says he still wants to go to one more Kings game. So we're going to make that happen. It's not hockey season right now.
It's not, but you can get out there for hockey season and make that dream and birthday wish come true.
Pops, we're going to make it happen. Also, tomorrow, you know, the Bears already report to camp. The rookies tomorrow.
The rookies report tomorrow?
Can you believe that?
We just talked about the fall lineup on the news. The Bears Monday Night Football on ABC7 September 8th, I believe.
That's right.
Against the Vikings at home.
And we're going to be having a pregame, postgame show for the Bears, so you got to keep it
nice.
Hosted
we will
by
be watching.
Hosted
Yours
by
truly.
Sports guy. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, double duty over here.
That's right. But right now, let's bring in our first guest. She is a TV host, best-selling author, and certified health coach. Welcome back, Samantha Harris.
Hello. My goodness.
It's been way too long. How
Ryan
are you?
Val, last time I was in the studio, my book, Your Healthiest Healthy, had just come out, and we were talking all about it.
How many years has that been?
Oh, that was in, let's see, it came out in 2018, but I was here in early 2019. So
Early 2019.
Good to be back here.
Good to have
in your
you.
intro, I should have mentioned Northwestern grad.
I'd like to say I'd like my hometown return, but it was my sort of college hometown. But I love Northwestern.
Wildcats.
Oh man, I'm embarrassing my kids. I have to embarrass the kids always, right?
Do you want your kids to go to Northwestern?
Oh gosh, I would love that because then I would get to be back on campus all the time.
Yeah.
It's magical. I remember going back for my 20th reunion, and I called my mom, looking out at the lakeshore with tears in my eyes. My dad had passed many years ago, and I just said, "Mom, thank you so much for letting me come here to Northwestern and be in Chicago. It's fantastic."
Yeah, and they're building a new beautiful stadium. But speaking of stadiums, I don't know if you guys saw there was a Coldplay concert.
The question or the setup should be, I don't know if you didn't see it because it's everywhere.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this one?
So let's set this up a little bit. He's a big-time CEO of a billionaire company. She runs the HR for that company. This is Coldplay's concert. Chris Martin on stage. Of course, you know these concerts. They love to do the kiss cam, catch people snuggling up or having a moment at the concert. And so these two clearly did not want to be caught on camera.
Right.
You asked, what do I think of this? Samantha, you're our guest. You go first.
Wow. Okay, so this is the first time I'm actually seeing the footage, and I would be, first of all, crushed as his wife.
Oh, yeah.
How sad to be outed for them. Sure, sad. No bad feelings about them. I'm feeling bad for that wife.
Yeah, but Val
and her husband, because she's married too. Did you know that?
Oh, and she is too?
They're both married.
But here's the thing, and we've talked about this a little bit off air. We try not to talk about stories off air, but this one was too juicy. If they wouldn't have reacted, it wouldn't have gone viral. Nobody would know. It would have just been the kiss cam in the stadium. Nobody would have known. Nobody would. What's the chances somebody's going to recognize them?
Right. That's a good point.
But because he ducked down and she went like this,
and then Chris Martin on stage, I believe, said something like, "Oh, they must be having an affair," something to that end.
He did.
There we go. It just blew up.
I was just going to say, he said they're either having an affair or they're incredibly shy.
Right.
And so, yeah, this is a moment where we were talking about it a little bit, like Ryan said, that you got to think about the guy who's running that camera who catches that, right? And then Chris Martin saying something. So then that draws attention to it. So the whole control room was probably like, wait a minute, we got a whole scenario. They panicked. The multiple sins here, right? No judgment here, but whatever, if that's your thing. They panicked. They should have just played it cold.
I know.
There you go.
Get it?
I got that.
She's here all weekend.
There's T-shirts that said "Coldplay ruined my marriage." Yeah, it's out there. Well, hey, we got to talk about you because we have an inspiring show all the way around. You're going to meet a Holocaust survivor and an amazing story and documentary. But also, you're inspiring as well because you're a two-time breast cancer survivor. You've shared your story. You've shared some of your most vulnerable moments. What are the messages that you're trying to share still on social media and beyond?
Well, first of all, knowing your own body is so essential. I found my lumps both times with doctors telling me it was nothing. And the second time I found this, 10 years after my mastectomy in 2014, 2024, I went and celebrated my 10-year cancer anniversary with my family, and I had this little lump I had found in the same location of the original tumor. So I started basically seeing my oncology team, and we were watching it but not thinking it was anything, and came back from a celebration trip of my 50th birthday, my 20-year marriage anniversary, and my 10-year cancer anniversary, and found that it was a recurrence. But here's the thing. After my initial diagnosis, when I realized that only 5 to 10% of breast cancers are actually hereditary, and I had no genetic link, and I put that journalism hat back on, I went into my research, and I learned there are so many more things we can do to make those changes.
Like what?
So it's really assessing what's in, on, and around your body. And I will say with my recurrence, I took a step back and I realized I was doing everything I could to make all these huge changes. And I was so overwhelmed that even though I made fantastic changes in my health in terms of getting the toxins out of what's in, on, and around my body, here was the thing. I was also creating a world where I was so afraid, almost fearful, and I wasn't living fully, I was living fearfully. And I needed to flip that. So
how do you do that, though, considering that you're two times? I mean, that's scary. First go round is scary enough, and then to have it come back just when you think you've dodged the bullet, to have it come back the second time around. How do you not live in fear?
Well, I doubled down after my recurrence because I realized that because of the changes that I had made, I basically made that tumor, I believe, grow very slowly, and it was a very small cancer recurrent. So I then realized I need to be 10% toxic. And what that means is it's my 10% toxic method. It's an easy kind of 3-step method to identify and reduce the toxins that are in, on, and around your body, so that we can empower ourselves to live that and find that 90-10 balance to live optimally and reduce our risk of either initial diagnosis of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, or a recurrence. And so it's a 3-step process to first acknowledge, then assess, and then activate.
And you have a podcast that you speak about a lot about health on this.
I do. Oh, it's all health and wellness. Some of the most in-demand health and wellness experts are on the Your Healthiest Healthy podcast. You can hear it anywhere, download it, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and wherever you find. But what I do with that, and also through my Instagram, which is Samantha Harris TV, and I have a clean beauty guide to get the toxins out of your skincare.
That's what I want to learn more about.
Oh yeah, we sit in this makeup chair, or the moms who are putting on makeup early in the morning, and then you're running all day long, and you want that makeup to last, but you don't realize you might be slathering on products that have carcinogens and endocrine disruptors. And so my clean beauty guide, just send me a DM or a private message on Instagram or Facebook that says Clean Beauty. That's Samantha Harris TV, and I will share my free guide with everybody and make sure that you can just start.
All right, a positive way to slide in your DMs. All right, Samantha Harris, thank you so much. We're so happy for what you're doing, and we're so happy that you're healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am. Stronger and better than ever.
There you go. For more on Samantha's tips, head to our website, and you can follow her on Instagram, as she mentioned, at Samantha Harris TV.
All right, coming up next, we're highlighting another local dance group in this week's Road to the Bud. Don't go anywhere.